Top 10 Cultures and Belief About Afterlife, Reincarnation. The idea of an afterlife, or a continuation of existence beyond physical death, has fascinated humans for centuries. Throughout history, people have held diverse beliefs and cultural traditions about what happens to a person's soul or consciousness after they die. While some believe in the possibility of reincarnation or rebirth, others envision an eternal afterlife in a place like heaven or hell. The concept of an afterlife often intersects with religious and spiritual beliefs, and has played a significant role in shaping cultural practices and traditions around death and mourning. Despite the diversity of beliefs surrounding the afterlife, it remains a topic of interest and curiosity for many people today. Number 1. Ancient Egyptian. Believed in an afterlife that mirrored their physical life, with the soul traveling through the underworld to be judged by Osiris and Anubis. Number 2. Greek. Believed in Hades, an underworld where souls went after death and were judged by 3 judges. Depending on their deeds, souls were sent to either the Elysian Fields, Paradise, or Tartarus, Hell. Number 3. Norse. Believed in Valhalla, a hall where warriors went after death to feast and fight in preparation for the final battle of Ragnarok. Number 4. Hindu. Believed in reincarnation, where the soul is reborn into a new body based on their karma and deeds in their past life. Number 5. Buddhist. Similar to Hinduism, believed in reincarnation but also in the possibility of achieving enlightenment and escaping the cycle of rebirth. Number 6. Chinese. Believed in ancestor worship and the idea that the soul of the deceased lived on and could influence the living through offerings and rituals. Number 7. Jewish. Believed in an afterlife where the soul would be judged by God and sent to either Gehenna, temporary punishment, or Gan Eden, paradise. Number 8. Christian. Believed in heaven and hell, where the soul goes after death based on their faith and deeds in life. Number 9. Islamic. Believed in an afterlife where the soul is judged and sent to either paradise, Jannah, or hell, Jahannam. Number 10. Native American. Believed in a variety of afterlife beliefs depending on the tribe, including reincarnation, an underworld, and a paradise where ancestors and spirits lived. The concept of afterlife has intrigued humans for centuries, and many cultures have their unique beliefs and rituals surrounding it. While some believe in a heaven or hell, others believe in reincarnation or a spiritual realm. In modern times, there have been numerous stories and experiences shared by individuals that suggest the existence of an afterlife. These range from near-death experiences to encounters with deceased loved ones and even cases of reincarnation. In this topic, we will explore some of these modern facts and stories related to the afterlife. Facts about afterlife. Number 1. Near-death experiences. Many people who have been clinically dead or near death report experiences of traveling through a tunnel, encountering deceased loved ones, and feeling a sense of peace or love. Number 2. Reincarnation. There have been numerous stories of children who remember past lives and are able to provide details about people and events they couldn't have known about in their current life. Number 3. Ghost sightings. Many people report seeing or sensing the presence of deceased loved ones or other spirits, particularly in places with a history of tragedy or trauma. Number 4. Mediumship. Some individuals claim to have the ability to communicate with spirits of the deceased and provide messages from them to the living. Number 5. Afterlife research. Scientists have conducted experiments and studies to try to measure or detect the existence of an afterlife, often using tools like electroencephalography, EEG, to measure brain activity during near-death experiences. Number 6. Deathbed visions. Many people report having vivid and meaningful visions or experiences in the moments before death, which are sometimes interpreted as a glimpse into the afterlife. Number 7. Past life regression therapy. Some people use hypnotherapy or other techniques to explore past lives and potentially gain insight into the afterlife or the nature of consciousness. Number 8. Spiritualist movements. Throughout history, there have been various movements and organizations that seek to explore and connect with the afterlife, including the spiritualist movement of the 19th and early 20th centuries. Number 9. Skepticism and criticism. Despite many claims and stories about the afterlife, there are also many skeptics and critics who argue that there is no scientific evidence for its existence and that experiences like near-death experiences can be explained by physiological or psychological factors. Number 10. Personal beliefs and experiences. Ultimately, beliefs about the afterlife are deeply personal and often influenced by cultural, religious, and spiritual traditions as well as individual experiences and intuition. Real-life stories about afterlife. Number 1. Anita Moorjani. Moorjani had a near-death experience in 2006 while battling terminal cancer. She described traveling to a place of love and light where she felt a sense of peace and clarity. She also encountered her deceased father and best friend and felt a sense of unity and oneness with all beings. She ultimately chose to return to her body and made a miraculous recovery from her cancer. Number 2. James Leininger. Leininger was a young boy who began having vivid and detailed memories of being a World War II fighter pilot. He was able to provide details about the plane he flew, the battles he fought in, and even the names of fellow pilots. His parents were skeptical at first but eventually researched the information he provided and found that it matched the experiences of a deceased World War II pilot named James Houston Jr. Number 3. Pam Reynolds. Reynolds underwent a risky brain surgery in 1991 and had a near-death experience during the procedure. She reported traveling through a tunnel and encountering deceased loved ones, including her grandmother, and feeling a sense of peace and love. She also reported encountering a being of light who she believed was God. Reynolds' experience was particularly notable because her brain was cooled to a point where it was not functioning, yet she was still able to report these vivid experiences. Number 4. Edgar Cayce. Cayce was a psychic who provided thousands of readings throughout his life, many of which focused on past lives and the afterlife. He claimed to be able to access information from a universal consciousness and provided detailed information about the nature of the afterlife, including the idea of soul groups and the existence of multiple planes or levels of existence. Number 5. Eben Alexander. Alexander was a neurosurgeon who had a near-death experience in 2008 after contracting a rare form of meningitis. He reported traveling to a place of pure love and consciousness where he encountered a being of light who he believed was God. He also reported being in the presence of deceased loved ones and experiencing a sense of unity and interconnectedness with all beings. Alexander's experience was notable because he had previously been skeptical of near-death experiences and had not believed in an afterlife. Number 6. John Edward. Edward is a medium who claims to be able to communicate with spirits of the deceased and provide messages to their loved ones. He has written several books about his experiences and has appeared on numerous television shows, including his own show called Crossing Over with John Edward. Number 7. Jim Tucker. Tucker is a psychiatrist who has studied cases of past life memories in children. He has documented numerous cases where children provided details about people and events they couldn't have known in their current life, including cases where children claimed to remember being deceased individuals and provided verifiable information about their lives. Number 8. George Ritchie. Ritchie had a near-death experience in 1943 after contracting pneumonia. He reported traveling to a place of intense light and love where he encountered deceased loved ones and felt a sense of unity with all beings. He also reported encountering a being of light who he believed was God. Ritchie's experience was notable because it occurred before near-death experiences were widely recognized or studied. Number 9. Sogyal Rinpoche. Rinpoche is a Tibetan Buddhist teacher who has written extensively about the process of dying and the afterlife in the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. He emphasizes the importance of preparing for death and encourages individuals to cultivate compassion, wisdom, and awareness in order to prepare for the transition to the afterlife. Number 10. The Fox Sisters. The Fox Sisters were three sisters who became famous in the 19th century for claiming to communicate. In conclusion, the stories and experiences related to the afterlife continue to fascinate and intrigue people from all walks of life. While many of these stories cannot be scientifically proven, they offer a glimpse into a realm that is beyond our understanding. These stories can provide comfort and hope to those who have lost loved ones or are facing their own mortality. They also challenge us to question our own beliefs and perceptions of life and death. As we continue to explore and learn more about the afterlife, we may come closer to unraveling this mystery and understanding what lies beyond our physical world. Thanks for watching. If you like our video, please show your support by clicking on the like and subscribe buttons at the bottom of the video. See you at our next video.